Thank you, guys. Grant, not sure if I've heard that description before, but I'll take it. Thank you very much, and welcome to Flames TV Live, the pregame show. It's brought to you by Budweiser. March Madness continues for the Calgary Flames here on home ice, and what a busy stretch it will be upcoming. 5 games over the next 7 days, including 4 of them here on home ice. And it starts tonight with a Battle of Alberta. It is round number 3 between these two teams here tonight, but the first one back inside the Scotiabank Saddledome, and first one in front of a capacity crowd in just a little over 2 years. Let's start with the Edmonton Oilers, 7-4-1 under Jay Woodcroft, who's taken over now as head coach of the Edmonton Oilers, 2-0 against the Flames. But keep in mind, both of those games were up in Edmonton, so of course the scene shifts now to the Scotiabank Saddledome, and a first opportunity for the Calgary Flames to get their rivals on home ice. And as we mentioned, it's a busy stretch of hockey, but here on home ice, they've been sensational. Points in 12 consecutive games, just had that 11-game win streak snapped against Montreal, and coming off a big victory over the Colorado Avalanche 2 nights ago, the number 1 team in the National Hockey League. But now tonight, the focus on the Oilers.
You know, I said this lots, that Vegas and Edmonton were the 2 teams that clearly were the head of the pack, right, in this division, on paper and with things they've done and the players that they have. So we look at us to get in. They're a team we're going to have to finish ahead of.
You know, one of the last memories here with full fans was the goalie fight, and that was probably the loudest I've heard the rink. So, but the other night against Montreal, they were awesome. Having the Montreal fans here as well made that obviously extra special and made both teams extra loud. And I'm sure the same thing will happen with Edmonton. Fans traveled great to Colorado and made that building as one of the loudest buildings I've heard. So they're obviously very important to have, and we're really excited to have them back for another Battle of Alberta game.
You know, that is a big part of my game, is being able to play big minutes against top lines and top players, and I've pretty much done it my whole career, and they're no different. They're obviously the best of the best in this league and in the world, and it takes a special kind of attention to play guys like that and to be effective against them. So it's just another good challenge. No different than what we faced Saturday. High-end scores that can make you pay if you're not prepared from the first shift of the game.
And we know Blake Coleman will play another big role here tonight. Let's take a look at who to watch, and we'll begin with the Edmonton Oilers and Evander Kane. 3-game point streak. He's got goals in 3 goals in that span, actually, and in 17 games as a member of the Edmonton Oilers. Kane now has 14 points. It's been a big part of their offense since joining the club. And for the Calgary Flames, the hero from Colorado, Johnny Gaudreau, 11th career overtime winner. That ties Sean Monahan for the most in franchise history. He also has 3 points in that game, which puts him over 70 in his career. 4th time in his Flames tenure he's had over 70 points. And the big line played a big role in that win over Colorado on Saturday night. And it was a big victory over the number 1 team in the National Hockey League.
It's a little bit of a glimpse into what we're going to have to face if we want to go the distance in the playoffs. And obviously they have a really good team. Quick responses on their goals, which was big. Obviously our top line did all the damage for us, so it's not always going to be that way, but obviously it was a big night for them, and Danny did a good job stepping in and playing a good game for us.
Well, I think that was just one of those efforts that was going to go to overtime and probably could have called that, the middle part of the game, and was pretty even all night. I thought that we controlled a lot of the ozone play, and we're strong in front of Dan there, but gave up too much off the rush, which that team thrives on. So, which a couple players on this team thrive off of as well. So, gotta keep that in check and just get back to being hard on those top guys and not give them anything easy, anything off the rush, any power plays. And if we do that, I like our chances.
Oilers come into this hockey game trailing the Calgary Flames by 9 points, and a guy who's familiar with the Battle of Alberta, spent 3 seasons here, almost 200 games as a member of the Flames. Now, on the other side, that's Derek Ryan. He's looking forward to embracing some of the emotion that this rivalry offers.
I think we try to embrace the emotion a little bit. It's a long season. There's 82 games, and it gets a little redundant sometimes. It seems It seems that way anyways. So it's nice to have the energized crew behind the Battle of Alberta. There's a little more at stake. Obviously huge points at stake, but there's just more emotion on the line, which is fun. I've played in these quite often, so I'm pretty familiar with it, but it's a fun thing. I think the guys embrace it and they look forward to it, and they can get out there and not just be another one of 82. It's a special thing.
All right, here's a look at what you need to know tonight. It is a 10th back-to-back of the season. Of course, here tonight against the Oilers, and then the Washington Capitals here tomorrow. Elias Lindholm surpassing 100 goals as a member of the Calgary Flames. Had 2 big ones against Colorado on Saturday. And Johnny Gaudreau mentioned him earlier. Well, 5th in Flames franchise scoring, now sitting solo in 5th with 565 points. Does much change when you're dealing with, high-end guys like that, or are there different types of player call for different types of things?
No. We gotta check them as a group, and make it tough for them, the whole 200 sheet. So we're gonna have to play exactly the same way we did against Colorado to have a chance tonight. And at the end of the day, we're really concerned about how we approach the game and how we play versus. Worrying so much about them. So, if we come out and do what we're really good at and play together as a group, then we trust in that.
First opportunity against this team here at home, and I know you're not here last year, but obviously first time having a full building as well. I don't know, how much that changes things. We've seen it get loud in here before, but generally when it's the Battle of Alberta, it kind of cranks it up a notch. How much are you guys looking forward to having this building full here tonight?
Yeah, really excited. It's the best when there's a full building. It makes such a big difference for us. And as for the Battle of Alberta, I don't want to say it's just another hockey game, but sure. We got to keep a cool, level head and accomplish what we want to accomplish, and be really good with the details in our game tonight to come out with a win, because it's a huge hockey game for us.
All right, your starting goaltenders for tonight's hockey game, beginning with the Edmonton Oilers. Mikko Koskinen gets the start. He's third in the last 4 games. He's won 2 of his last 3, 19-8-3 on the season. And for the Calgary Flames, it'll be Jacob Markstrom going back in his 6th consecutive home start for the Calgary Flames. Dan Vladar got the nod in Colorado. He was sensational, making 32 saves in the victory. Also a few changes up front for the Calgary Flames. See some new line combinations, an opportunity to get a look at Tyler Toffoli alongside Adam Ruzicka and Andrew Mangiapane. That'll be interesting as well, and some changes to the forward lines, and maybe expect some shuffling as this game goes along. All right, we're all set for puck drop. Battle of Alberta, round number 3. The Flames and Oilers coming up next. Puck drop. Everybody enjoy the game, and we'll see you in the first intermission.
Coast to coast in Canada. This should be a dandy. What a beautiful move, Johnny Gaudreau!
Speed moves in, shoots, and a big stop by Vernon with the glove. Archibald shoots, Kenny, stopped by Markstrom. Knocked down a solid hit from Markstrom. Lindholm shoots, a big save, but Kachuk scores on the rebound.
It's going to be a good test for our group. We get 4 at home, and we got to take care of business.